Welcome back to another episode of Good Chatter. Josh Palet with Dave Palet. And this is the first time we've done a show in about 6 weeks.
Yeah.
I moved to Nashville, Tennessee.
What? When did this happen?
So it's been a long time, but we have a lot to cover, and it's good to be back.
All right, hold on. So you moved to Tennessee, okay? Your reason Josh is back in town is we had a wedding to go to, so it was nice to get you back in town, but literally he's going to catch a plane in about an hour from the time that we're doing this show. So when you go to Nashville, you have to get situated, okay?
Yes,
so
yeah.
you move in, you find out where you're going to work, where you're going to work out. You're going to do your regular routine to find your routine as soon as possible. Are you situated in Nashville? Like, do you feel like you're a Tennessean yet?
Yeah, I feel really good. There's only a couple things that are different that has been hard to adjust to. My grandmother, she's older, obviously. She keeps the house at fucking 77 degrees, and I can't sleep. It's terrible, dude. We keep it at like 68, you know?
At least.
At least. It's really cool and nice. And there, it's like I'm just like sweating my ass
Yeah.
off all the time. It's fucking miserable. That's the only thing that's been not great.
No, and here's the deal. I give you credit. It's funny. When I was young, I moved away from Tennessee to California.
Yeah.
And I lived with my grandmother. And then you said, you know what? I think grandma needs someone to be with her for a little bit. And I think she loves having you there. And so you've made the move to say, before you get your own place, I'll stay with you for a while. Mm-hmm. And then you'll basically give her a chance to have some family around again.
Yeah.
And I know she loves it. But the 77 degrees thing, like, what the hell happened? Does that happen to all of us when we get older?
I hope not.
Dude,
Yeah, it's a fucking sauna in her house. It's ridiculous.
Oh, my God, no. If you're with, hell, living in this house or driving with us, man, even in the winter, I have the AC on.
Yeah.
Always in my car. I just like it cool. I don't know how the hell you're doing it at 77 degrees.
It's insane. One thing I've noticed since I moved to Nashville was people are very similar, no matter if you're on the West Coast or East Coast, South, whatever it is. Girls that aren't as good looking and guys think they're much better looking than what they really are, and vice versa. People that are really good looking are very insecure.
Do you think people that are really good looking are insecure, or do you think it's an act?
Half and half. Some people really are insecure, I think so. But other people are looking for attention.
You know, you always hear that story from really good looking women, especially, that use the line, nobody ever asked me out. No one ever asked me out. And you're looking at them going, are you kidding me? And you're thinking, come on, there can't be that many guys on the planet that think she's too good looking to be asked out, that she must have a boyfriend. You never know unless you ask. You never, you sit there and introduce yourself. But I always wonder with girls, it's, oh, not me. I'm not qualified to go out with you, or don't say I'm pretty, or, whatever. As a guy, if some girl comes up to us and says, hey, you're really good looking, or what's your name? You're always talking. Of course. You're blowing them off.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like a compliment?
Everybody likes a compliment.
Right?
I think,
you can say you don't, you do.
Yeah. No, I think it's complete bullshit when girls are like, people don't ask me out, especially today, because guys have wild confidence. When you go out, they just start throwing crazy shit at girls. Like,
do they?
Yeah, dude. They'll airdrop a dick pic at a bar. It's like,
are you serious?
Yeah.
That is crazy to me.
It's crazy shit. Yeah. The girls will just be with their friends and dick. I swear to God. And then you don't know who it is. It's like dick Russian roulette. Or you're like, where did the dick come from? Like, because it's an airdrop. You don't know who it's from.
Dude, here's your move right here.
Yeah.
You should start sending pictures of famous people named Dick.
I should.
Yeah, that'd be your thing.
Yeah.
Like Dick Cheney, Dick Sargent from Bewitched, whatever. You just got a Dick Nixon, Richard Nixon,
Yeah.
And that's your thing. Hey, I sent you a dick pic. Did you see it? And then they're like, oh, I hate that. Every girl hates a dick pic. And look, if I was a girl, I'd hate dick pics too. Look, as a guy, I won't even go in the locker rooms at the gym around the corner unless they're going to want to see is some guy shaving naked. So, yeah, I don't want a dick pic. Girls say they hate it. I haven't run into one girl saying, oh, man, I love dick pics.
They don't like it. No, dicks are ugly.
Yeah.
Dicks are good looking. Yeah. When you walk, like you said, in the gym, you see it, you're like, who wants to be with that?
Dude, not only that. Okay, so let's say you're in the gym. And you need to wash your hands before you're like me. I know you want to clean your hands, everything before you get in the car, because you touched a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
But you're thinking, wait a second, I can't use that sink because that guy was just shaving and his balls were on top of the sink. Right?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And I'm like, you guys ruin it for everybody. And why does it smell so bad in here?
If you're manscaping on top of the sink in the gym, you're a different breed. You're
you got to get kicked out.
You got to get kicked out.
Yeah.
100%. So I'll tell you this story about it, the gym I go to in Nashville. So they have this thing. They have TVs all over the place. And if you use their hashtag, let's just say it's Nashville Fit,
okay,
you get your picture on the TV all over the place, all over this gym. The same two assholes.
So it's like being at the stadium? Like you hashtag
exactly
the Padres or whatever, and all of a sudden, hey, there we are.
Yeah, but the thing is, nobody does but these two fucking guys.
The same two guys do it?
Every day.
Not
every
two
day.
hot chicks.
No.
Two guys. Two dumb guys.
that are just like think they're the coolest.
Great.
So the thing is, these guys will do these pictures even when they're not at the gym. They'll be Nashville Fit guys no matter where they're at. They'll be at the dentist, getting their teeth checked, flexing. They'll be at the park, flexing. They'll be eating, flexing. And every day, they think it's the coolest thing. They'll walk in and, oh, look, there I am.
Whoa. So it's pictures that they aren't even in the gym. It's not like they're taking a picture of themselves doing legs.
No, exactly.
Like their
everyday lives.
They're at Arby's.
Yeah, they're driving.
Shut the F up.
I swear to God.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's the dumbest thing ever. Everybody thinks it's so ridiculous, but these two guys, every day, I've seen them look at it like, there I am. And they'll take pictures again of themselves on the TV. It's insane.
Wait. Will they ever take a picture like with the TV behind them and like, here I am on the TV?
I think I sent it to their mom and their dad. Look where I'm on TV. Like I'm on Channel 5, but I'm at the gym TV. Yeah.
That's like going to the DMV when they take your picture for your driver's license. Like, can I get some wallets for my mom? Yeah. Like, what are you, insane? Why would you do that?
I have no idea. Yeah, I think they're trying to hook up with girls, but it's not working.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shocker.
Yeah. Girls, this guy's an egomaniac. He's all over the gym every day.
Dude, call me crazy, but I think the more dumb guys out there like that, the better for you.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? You eliminate them.
Yeah. They're Darwinism.
Yeah. Off the board.
Off the board.
Okay.
Idiots,
No competition of those two guys right there.
No. Ridiculous.
Oh, my gosh. That's fucking crazy, man. Yeah, that's all right. So we talked about Nashville. So you had a chance to explore a little bit. I talk to you all the time, and you're showing me crazy places that you go to, which are really cool. San Diego, there are great things about San Diego where we're, your hometown and where we are right now. Is there anything about San Diego you miss, or you go, you know what, now that I'm away from San Diego, that part's overrated?
There's areas I definitely think are overrated. I'm just going to go straight for it. North Park is completely overrated. I have a ton of friends that live in North Park. Why? It's fucking dirty. It's gross. You can't park anywhere. Why the fuck would anybody live in North Park?
Dude, you're 100% right on this.
Right?
Look, North Park, the roads are paved shitty. Yeah. There is 100% nowhere to park. Everyone's talking about, we're going to be the city that bikes everywhere. Okay.
God, come on.
How about that? Okay, that's just ridiculous. I'm like, all right, go get a tandem bike with your friends and just go all over North Park. The biking thing's overrated, okay? I don't know enough people that are biking. It takes up too many parking spots and lanes and traffic and everything sucks. North Park does suck. I'm glad you said that. I hope we aren't the only ones that think that, but oh man, it's the cool place to be, especially for young people. It is not cool for anybody.
It's not fucking cool at all.
Nobody likes having to go out or go home. Nothing worse than going home after a long day and having nowhere to park your car.
Yeah, awful. Do you have a spot in San Diego that you think is overrated?
That's funny. I've been here for a long time, and when you go to a city, you explore different things. Everybody knows about the San Diego Zoo, SeaWorld, all that shit. What's funny is Hotel Circle used to be popular in San Diego, which is a complete dump. Hasn't changed since 1967. Dude, it's Seaport Village.
Oh.
There's nothing in Seaport Village.
Nothing at all.
It sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. We do things so slow here. Like, we have perfect weather here. It's great. The people are great. But we don't build cool shit.
There's nothing there.
We don't build anything that's cool. We don't do things as far as stuff to say that's entertaining. Mm-hmm. And in other major cities, which San Diego's a major city, there's always things to do that are brand new. I've been in San Diego long enough where I'm like, I've done that a million times. I don't want to do that anymore. Yeah. But from flying in, you fly into San Diego, and you see the sailboats and the skyline of downtown's one of the best in the country. And you go, man, this is great. And then you start going around and you go, I've done all these things 100 times. There's just not enough that they build here to make the city constantly exciting.
Yeah. I mean, we can only go to Legoland so many times. But you're
strawberries.
Yeah. But all joking aside, how does such a great city like San Diego not build cool shit all the time? How are we not on top of this?
We never had the right politicians.
That's what it is.
But then you sit there and you look up the freeway to Los Angeles, and they're building another 100,000 seat stadium, or they're hosting the Olympics again for the third time. There's always something going on. And people in San Diego have this thing where they love to rip LA. And LA, nobody rips San Diego from LA. They look at it, that's a great place to go for a weekend. Kind of like saying, let's go to Santa Barbara for a weekend, or Palm Springs for a weekend. They look at it as a small town.
We're the getaway city.
Yeah, we're a getaway city. We're 3 million in population, which is big.
Yeah, it's a huge city.
And yet we don't have an international airport. We do all that stuff. Anyway, if you aren't from San Diego, you're bored by that. But I'm telling you, don't think you're coming here and go, what are we going to do? There are 800 things to do. No, there aren't. There aren't 800 things to do. You're going to be in the car driving up the freeway going to Disneyland and Hollywood and everything else that's in Los Angeles because San Diego's never taken advantage of the city and the land around it.
100%. Unlike San Diego, we change. We get better with time.
Yeah.
Me and you. So we're speaking about music and how our taste in music has completely changed over the years.
You know, it's funny you bring this up because I always ask you about music things. I always try and pay attention to what Josh is listening to. I always tell people who have kids, pay attention to what your kids' interests are, and especially in music, because I think it not only does it keep you connected, but maybe a little bit younger. Mm-hmm. You know, as I always say, as you get older, you want to still be learning every day. You want to still, I always use the phrase, still growing up. Mm-hmm. The day you think you know it all, you're just bitter. Nobody wants to be around you.
Yep.
But you want to try and pick something up. So your brother somehow linked his music to my phone. So I got a shitload of music, Kendrick Lamar and a bunch of stuff all over my phone that I'm like, I know I didn't put this song on my phone.
Yeah.
So I'll constantly be going through my phone and then dumping people out. And then I started to realize there's some things, man, we used to listen to in the car when you guys were little.
Yeah.
That I out 100%. Okay. I have 3 of them that come to my mind. Tell me if I'm crazy that I dumped them. Okay.
Yeah.
Akon. Gone.
Akon's great. What do you not like about Akon? As a person, not so much.
Okay. Akon's gone.
Yeah.
A$AP Rocky.
I love A$AP Rocky. These are two guys I like.
Okay.
Yeah,
the third one I know you like too, but I don't think I like anything from this guy. I don't like Lil Wayne.
Yeah. Lil Wayne has gotten really weird lately.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll give you that one.
Yeah, I'm not a Lil Wayne guy at all. So those 3 that I've heard a million times, but I'm like, I got a shitload of this on my phone.
Yeah.
And it's all because your dumb brother that sat there and took my Apple ID and put all this shit into my phone.
That's hilarious.
Like 800 songs.
Yeah. Dude, you know, you're right. I used to listen to songs that I listen to now. I don't know any of these words because they're not speaking English. I don't know what the fuck they're saying. You know?
If it has a good beat to it,
it has a good beat, but I'm like, if somebody wanted me to repeat this out to somebody, I couldn't tell you what the fuck they're saying at all. That's not music.
Well, music, when I was little, like my parents would listen to, every song told a story.
Yeah, no.
I mean, the whole goddamn story. It's like reading a book.
Yeah.
You know, but it's funny. You and I were at a wedding, 2 days ago. And the music was all over the place, you know, and probably, I mean, from 80s through now. And it was great to watch people your age, my age, that were in it. And then how many people we knew that you're looking around that knew the words. Were you surprised too?
Dude, the older women that knew Candy Shop?
Yeah.
It was awesome. Yeah, they knew 50 Cent. That was great.
That was great.
Yeah.
See, for me, I was impressed by that.
Yeah, I love that shit.
That people are tuned into today's music. They don't go, they don't know music today. I hate people that do that. They just brush off all music sucks.
Nah. You got to evolve with time. You got to get better.
Right.
Yeah. Music should be getting better.
Yeah.
And there is music that is really good nowadays, but to anybody that says they turn it off because it's new, you're just a fucking fossil. You're an old person.
That's it. Yeah. So we're sitting there. I mean, how many people are like, oh man, this is my jam? And and I mean, I did it. I was walking off the dance floor and I was like, oh shit, Salt and Pepper's back on. And I'm like, dude, this is Knott's Berry Farm, 1989 when I was in high school, you know? And I'm like, dude, I'm in. And it's so funny to me how many people, again, were into it. But you saw people your age, my age, that are right in the middle of the dance floor, arms in the air, doing the whole thing, sweating their asses off till after midnight.
Yeah, sports and music, I think, brings people together the most, I would say.
You're right. I agree with that.
Right.
Sports and music, and also divides people.
It does. Yeah.
It also starts fights. Yeah. No, Definitely. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. Oh my gosh. That's funny. All right. You got anything else you want to bring up?
I think you had a Jake story you want to tell.
Got a Jake story that made me laugh because I was sitting there going through a bunch of stuff as Josh is taking all this stuff with him to Tennessee. And one of the things I remember I bought for you that you said, I'm not wearing that shit. It was a Christmas gift. At the time, hell, you might have been 11, 12 years old. And it was a Dirk Nowitzki jersey. And I don't know why. It's so goddamn big. I think in around 2005, everyone wore everything crazy big.
Yeah.
You know?
Baggy as shit.
Yeah, with the fucking 05. Remember that?
Yeah,
shit?
the FUBU shirts.
FUBU shit. You never wore FUBU shit, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The FUBU shit times. Where everybody had the Timberlands and the big fucking jeans and
the Pro Club T-shirts, the True Religion jeans. Yeah. People still wear Air Forces. That's the one thing that survived through time. Yeah,
that's true. So I remember I got you this Nowitzki jersey, and I mean, again, you're like 11, but it's like a 3X. It's a big fucking shirt.
Yeah.
And so, and if number one, you wouldn't wear it because, I mean, you loved basketball, and I thought Nowitzki, you were always tall, but you shot outside. That's why I think I got to be like, that's not a Laker jersey. I'm not wearing another fucking team's jersey.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm not putting that on. That's a whole nother team.
Kind of like Rebels, yeah.
Yeah. And so Your brother Warren, of course, he didn't give a shit. So Josh is tall and thin. Jake was bigger. He was tall, but not as tall as you. Jake was like 6'3", but Jake was 300 pounds. He was this big dude and had these giant arms, and he was wearing this Nowitzki shirt, no t-shirt underneath, of course, just ready to go.
Yeah.
And he goes to this party. He tells me the story because I'm like, you're starting to hear a story as a parent. And you're like, is this going to go bad?
Yeah.
And you're saying, man, I hope this story is okay, because if he's involved with going to jail or something, like, this is going to be bad. Or, I was always a big anti-drug, anti-drinking guy until you're of age. And he said, man, I'm at this party, Dad. And all of a sudden, cops come in, and I'm like, what was going on? And he goes, nothing bad. He goes, but the cops came in. There are no parents there. Cops come in through the door. Someone opened the door up. Everyone saw police. They start running through the back glass door, jumping the fence of the backyard.
Yeah.
Now, every fence in our neighborhood is like the same fence. Everyone has that thin wooden fence, okay? It's a part of the community, and if it goes down, you got to replace it, the whole deal. But it's not a big fence. And I'm like, so what did you do? Because I know in my head, there's no way my kid's jumping the fucking fence.
Fuck no.
That fence is at least 6 feet high, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's not jumping it. He's going to knock that fence down. And he says, the cops are aggressive. They're going towards the backyard. And he says, fuck it, I'm going for it. And there comes Jake, puts his foot in the fence, flips over, and he's thinking he gets away. And he says, right when he's at the top of the fence, here's the police officer yell, I see you, Nowitzki. And Jake's like, no, you don't. And it's gone. Running through the neighbor's yard, jumps another fence, runs all the way home, and tells me the story. But when he said the police officer yelled at him, I see you, Nowitzki, like, go ahead, write that in your police report.
Yeah.
So what happened? Well, we went to this party, and there were a bunch of teenagers, and there weren't any adults around, and Dirk Nowitzki ran away first and jumped the fence. Put out an APB for Dirk Nowitzki. What the hell? Can you imagine that's in the news?
Dirk.
Yeah, Mark Cuban's like, Dirk, were you in Eastlake at a little kid's party?
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing hanging out with 15-year-olds for?
Oh,
and
my God.
What do you look like? Well, the officer writes, 6'3", 300 pounds. And like, Nowitzki's 7'1". Yeah. What the hell are you talking about? This is the worst police officer of all time. I see you, Nowitzki. I was dying. It made me laugh, man. It made me laugh. It's always fun to get a Jake story.
Yeah. God, that's so good.
That was a good deal.
All right. Thank you guys for watching another episode of Good Chatter. Check out our other shows, Young in the Wash, Cooking with Cookie, Next Question. And we'll see you guys next time.
Absolutely.